For problems 9 and 10, we are going to factor by identifying the zeros and then writing the polynomial functions in standard form. So the first thing we're going to do is identify where these graphs cross the x-axis. So we've identified this as x equals 1. Here we have x equals 3. And here x equals 4. So we'll write those. We go x equals 1, x equals 3, x equals 4. And then recognizing, rewriting these equations so that the right-hand sides become zeros, we go x minus 1 equals 0, x minus 3 equals 0, and x minus 4 equals 0. These expressions on the left are the factors of our polynomial. So our polynomial as it relates to x is equal to x minus 1, x minus 3, x minus 4. And now we simply multiply these together to find out our polynomial in standard form. So looking at x minus 1 times x minus 3, this becomes x squared minus 4x plus 3. And the way I do this, x times x is x squared, x times negative 3 is negative 3x, and negative 1 times x is negative 1x. So I take negative 1x, negative 3x, combine those, get negative 4x, and then I go negative 1 times negative 3 gives me a positive 3. Now I'm going to take x squared minus 4x plus 3, and I'm going to multiply that by my third binomial, which is x minus 4. I'm going to do this vertically because I find it easier to do that. Let's see if I can do this. Group. So I'm going to take this right here, and we're going to move that right here. Let's move this over a bit to work with it. So I'm going to take this and multiply these two things together. So I go negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 4 times negative 4x is negative 16x. Negative 4 times x squared is negative 4x squared. Then, moving over one term, I go to the x down here and I go x times 3 is positive 3x. X times negative 4x is negative 4x squared. And x times x squared is x cubed. All my like terms underneath each other, so I can just add my columns. So I go x cubed minus 8x squared. This is minus 13x, and this is minus 12. So my polynomial then is equal to x to the third minus 8x squared minus 13x minus 12. Okay, going to number 10. Here my zeros are negative 5. X equals negative 5. Here it's x equals 1. So I'm going to go x equals negative 5, x equals 1, and then this becomes x plus 5 equals 0, x minus 1 equals 0. So I know my function then consists of the factors x plus 5 times x minus 1. Multiplying these out, my function then is going to be x squared. Let's see, 5 minus 1 is 4, so plus 4x minus 5. And that's my answer for number 10.